Have you ever wondered why some days feel effortless, as if the universe itself is carrying you forward? While other days feel heavy, like you are dragging yourself through invisible mud? We call it luck. We call it mood. But deep down no, it's something else. There is a hidden current, a silent stream that moves through everything. It moves through your thoughts, it moves through your body, it moves through the events of your life. And once you recognize it, once you learn to work with it instead of against it, everything changes. This is the real meaning of energy flow. And whether you are aware of it or not, it is shaping every experience you've ever had. Energy flow is not abstract. It is not mystical poetry. It is rhythm. It is movement. It is the invisible pulse behind your life. Think of a river. Calm, clear, flowing steadily through the land. If you step into it and let it carry you, it feels effortless. The water guides you, supports you, moves you toward places you could not reach on your own. But try to fight it. Try to swim upstream for too long, and it exhausts you, breaks you, till finally you surrender. Life is no different. The energy of existence is always flowing. The only question is, are you moving with it or against it? I wonder how many of my struggles were not destiny punishing me, but simply me refusing to let go, to trust the current already carrying me forward. Energy flow is not about control. It is about awareness. It is about noticing when you are aligned and when you are resisting. Because every thought you have, every word you speak, every action you take is either in harmony with the current or in opposition to it. And the difference between peace and chaos in your life is hidden right there. Look back at the hardest times of your life. Wasn't it true that what made them most painful was not only what happened, but your resistance to it, the refusal to accept, the clinging to how things used to be, the desperate attempt to force life into a shape that no longer fit? Resistance multiplies suffering. Flow softens it. But here lies the paradox. Flow is not passive. It does not mean giving up. It does not mean drifting without intention. Flow is a dance. It is the balance between surrender and creation, between acceptance and choice. You are not powerless in the river you can swim with. You can use its current to move faster, to reach farther, but you cannot stop the water itself. Every great artist, every inventor, every visionary has felt this. Moments where they weren't forcing ideas, but allowing them. Where creation felt less like building from nothing and more like catching something already moving, already alive, waiting to be expressed. They were not fighting the current. They were listening to it. Have you ever had that moment when inspiration struck from nowhere? When clarity arrived in silence? When the solution appeared the moment you stopped trying so hard to find it? That was flow. That was energy aligning with your awareness. And yet, most of us spend our lives swimming upstream. We cling to outcomes. We fight against change. We demand that life move at our pace, in our way, on our terms. But life does not bend that way. The current has its own rhythm, its own direction. The more you resist, the more exhausted you become. Until one day, you realize exhaustion itself is the sign. The sign that you are not in flow. Energy moves where attention goes. And attention is not neutral. It is creative. It builds momentum. What you resist, you energize. What you focus on, you amplify. If you fear loss, you pour energy into loss. If you obsess over failure, you charge failure with power. And if you nurture possibility, you breathe life into it. The flow follows where you place your awareness. This is why the quality of your inner world becomes the quality of your outer world, not because the universe is rewarding or punishing you, but because your mind, your emotions, your choices, they are the vessels through which energy flows into reality. If those vessels are blocked, constricted, poisoned with fear or resistance, then flow turns turbulent. But when those vessels are open, when you allow stillness, presence, and clarity, the current moves freely. Imagine walking into a forest, the wind moving gently through the trees, streams of light falling through the branches, the air alive with unseen motion. You take a deep breath, and for a moment you feel it, the quiet rhythm that underlies everything. You are not separate. From it, you are part of it. The same energy that moves the leaves, that flows through the rivers, that hums in the heart of the earth, moves through you. You are not outside the flow. You are the flow. So what does it mean to live this way? To live in awareness of energy flow? It means becoming sensitive. It means noticing when you are forcing and when you are allowing. It means observing the subtle shifts inside yourself. The heaviness when you resist, the lightness when you release. It means asking in every moment, am I fighting the river or am I letting it carry me? There will still be storms. The river will still surge, break its banks, sweep you into unknown waters. But even then, you have a choice. Panic and drown in resistance. Or breathe, surrender, and let the current take you somewhere new. Ending you have ever experienced was the river turning. Every beginning was the gift it carried you toward. Perhaps the greatest illusion is that you are separate from the flow, that you are a small being lost in a vast river. But the truth is you are both the drop and the current. The river moves through you because you are made of it. Every thought, every action, every moment is the river shaping itself into form. And when you finally realize this, you stop asking how to control the flow, and you start asking how. To align with it, close your eyes for a moment. Listen to your breath. Feel its rise and fall. Notice how it moves without effort. You do not create it. You allow it. You surrender to it. And in return, it sustains you. This is flow in its purest form. This is life reminding you that the greatest power is not in controlling energy. In harmonizing with it, the flow of energy is the hidden thread weaving your existence. And once you see it, you cannot unsee it. You realize that nothing is random. Even the struggles, even the detours, were currents carrying you toward something unseen. You realize that the more you fight, the more you suffer. And the more you allow, the more you live. So the next time life feels heavy, ask yourself, am I resisting or am I flowing? Am I clinging or am I trusting? Because in that simple awareness lies the secret. The river is already carrying you. The only question is whether you will move with it or against it. And maybe, just maybe, the meaning of life was never to conquer the flow, but to remember that you are it.